How's Rose doing?
Doing okay, but they have to re-X-ray it on Thursday, so he's not going to be cleared to do anything until they re-X-ray it on Thursday. So the earliest he'll be cleared to train again is Friday. So he's definitely out for this weekend, and hopefully he'll get cleared on Thursday, and then he'll be able to participate again next week. But right now we got to wait.
What did you think of Martinez's reserve league play?
It was okay. It's his first time with the team, so he's getting to know the guys. And it's not like he really had massive training time with the team. So it's the first time that he got to go out there with them on the field for them to see him. They're not quite sure, where he wants the ball or what he wants to do with it. So I think all that'll get better. It's already better today than it was, in the game.
And Zakawani, beyond the 2 goals, it seemed like he wasn't fully pleased with his own performance.
Well, he had a great second half, but the first half, he wasn't as involved as I'm sure he would have liked to have been, and that's all part of it, and especially in the situation where he's in right now, where maybe he's a guy who's coming off the bench. You got to be able to jump in and get involved in the game very quickly. If you need 45 minutes before you get involved in the game, it becomes difficult. So I'm sure that's what he was displeased with.
Dwayne Smith arrives. Can you talk about finally getting beat down to bring Dwayne Smith?
Well, it just gives us a chance to look at him. We had seen him obviously when we had our combine in Vegas. We had seen him, sort of liked him. So he had the opportunity to play a little bit in USL, and his team Pittsburgh was basically eliminated from the playoffs. So now we have a chance to look at him, and we can make a decision here.
What can you tell us about the other trialist that's in camp, Moises Roscoe, I guess?
Yeah, he's just a kid who's, we've known about for a while. He's been with the under-20s. He was on trial for quite a long time in Toronto. We figured he's available. He's from Southern California, so it's not a big trip for him. We want to take a look at him for a couple of weeks.
Do you guys have the roster space to sign either one of those guys, or are they really just kind of checking him out?
No, I think right now we have the roster space to add one more player, yeah.
Can you sign a Roscoe as a youth national? Is there any mechanism?
No, I think he would have to go through some sort of lottery. Yeah, so we just want to take a look at him. If that's, if there's enough interest there, then, we might push the league for that lottery, or if there's other teams out there that have interest, they can push the league for the lottery.
You seem to have a pretty good rotation going with Iani, Park, and Hurtado in the back. Is that by design? Is that just matchups? What's the way you look at that?
Well, it's a little bit. The last game was, because Iani's had a baby, so he missed practice on Thursday. I think his mind was a little bit distracted, which maybe was evidenced on Sunday a little bit in the reserve game. So it's just a little bit of it is rotation because the amount of games that we play, so when we get into it this week again with Chivas and then going to Trinidad, then having to play 3 days later. I was watching a Salt Lake game, and they were saying, how they have a quick turnaround going into Friday's game, and all of that is in the States and at home. So for us to turn around's a little bit tougher because we're traveling as well on all the off days. So you're going to need all 3 center backs. They all need to play.
Has Weber been having some sort of a knock, or has Ford passed him? Or
no, he's had a little bit of an injury concern. The injury he had where with his adductor acted up a little bit. We thought it was getting better again, then it acted up a little bit, and then today he was out training. So it's sort of been an up and down type of thing.
You feel like the defense is coming along nicely now?
Defensively, we'd always like to do better, but right now, if you look at the statistics, we have the second best defense in the league. And, I think when you look at the games that Michael Gashpernik's been behind them, we probably have the best defense in the league, over those 11 games that Michael's played. So, overall, I think we've done all right defensively, and, the team in front of them has done okay as well, because it's not just 4 defenders that are defending, it's everybody that's defending and trying to help out.
What did you think of Freddie's first pitch for the Mariners, and how did you do on yours?
I didn't watch it. I asked him how he did. He said he threw it over the plate. I said, "You go to the rubber?" He said, "Yeah, I went to the rubber." I said, "You give him the look? Did you look off the first baseman?" He said, "Yeah, he looked in." So I don't know. I didn't see it, so you guys that saw it would have to compare it to mine. I thought my picture turned out well. My form looked good, but you can't see where the ball goes, so that's always a good thing.
So Freddie had a bit of a roller coaster season, but he seems to be right about where you would expect him to be at this point. I mean, do you feel like are you happy with the seasons he's had?
I mean, he's got 8 goals. We said it at the beginning. His goal scoring, is a situation for a guy like him or for Eddie. They're a little bit streaky, always with that. That's the way forwards are. Eventually, we said he'd find his goals. He's found his goals lately, and so he's right. Probably comparable to where he's been every season for us. So what's nice about it is we got 2 of them right now. They're scoring goals. We still need to. I think we still need to get some more goals from other places, whether they're off set pieces, whether they're from our wide players. Our midfielders, we need to get them involved as well. But overall, I've been very happy with the front 2.
Mario said that he might be called up to the national team in September. Will that make it difficult to kind of get settled with a new team if he's?
They have World Cup qualifiers, so when they call him up, you got to let him go. I mean, it's not an option for us. That's what the FIFA rules are, and it's certainly something we knew, was a possibility when we signed him. But just a reflection of his quality. So he'll be here for the Chivas game. He'll be here for the Trinidad game, and he'll be here. We expect for the Dallas game as well. And then he's only going to miss 1 game, so he misses some training time. But he's going to be around for 3 games, so that's good.
The Olympics really put him on kind of the fast track, or maybe a faster track. Do you think that kind of jump-started maybe his career a bit?
Well, obviously I think he played well at the Olympics, and we're happy we did his deal before he had that run in the Olympics for sure. But it certainly has drawn some notice for him, and I think for that entire squad of players, because they did so well, I think that helps them as well with the full national team and their opportunities there.
Were other teams trying to talk to you about him?
Not to me. There's maybe some guys that were talking, but we already had it pretty much done, and or it was done. So he's here for right now.
With September practically here, is loan still being considered for Zakuani?
Again, we got reserve games coming up, so there's games there that he can play in. And right now at this stage with the USL season's drawing to a close, I think most of those teams, I think they have to have a player for 3 games in order for him to be eligible for the playoffs. So either a team's going to take him that's not in playoff contention, or a playoff team probably doesn't want to give him minutes at this stage because they're looking to get ready for the playoffs.
What's Cato's status on the team right now? He wasn't in the reserve league.
But he was sick this weekend. Yeah, he was sick. Yeah, he had a virus of some sort, so he wasn't around Saturday or Sunday. That's why we held him out. So he was out training today. Yeah, so his status hasn't changed. He was just sick.
Give your full 90 with the Sounders FC mobile app, featuring live audio, matchday blog and much more to keep you connected. Download your app at soundersfc.com/mobile.